It's your boy DJ Wiz Hoffa, Faces of the 518 podcast. This is our first live episode right now. Shout out to my host, America Ray, as well.
Hi, everyone.
Right now in the building, we got my girl, the hip hop, I like to say, the 518 queen of hip hop. 2019 Hot Awards, Best Female Artist, Female Boss Entrepreneur, Tiff HollyHood in the building. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Holly. What's up,
Holly.
518? How y'all doing?
What up, Tiff?
I'm good. I'm cool.
How you?
I'm good. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
No doubt.
First
It's been a it was supposed to be an eventful day, but we'll save that for another conversation.
Right. Because I'm ready to go. I'm going to be cool.
So is this officially your first interview?
It is, but it isn't. Full interview, yeah. Like, I had people ask me questions here and there at shows, but like a scheduled sit-down podcast situation, yes.
Nice.
So let's talk about your background, because people don't have to be from the 518 to make it on the podcast, but they have to be instrumental in making power moves in the 518, and you're one of those people. So tell us a little about your background and where you're really from and how you ended up coming here.
I'm from Harlem, 212, born and raised. Then my family moved upstate to Binghamton, New York. I went to college out there. Then I came out here to Old Troy area. So, girl like to move around. But I am a New York native. I'm in New York all the time.
That's what's up. So in your music, I think I could pretty much tell where some of your influences came from as far as being a female hip-hop artist. But why don't you tell us, who were you listening to coming up?
Of course, we all listened to Little Kim. I was a little girl when she came out. So my aunts and all of them was like, who that? She risky. You know what I mean?
Mm.
The comments in the hood always was like, Lil' Kim, she good, but like, I don't know about her music. I was like, I want to do that. I might want to tap into that. We listened to her, Foxy, coming up TLC a little bit. Then as, the years moved on, Missy and all of them came around. So I tuned in them too. My influences definitely was a lot of different females, but also males along the way. Jadakiss and Fab always been a top 10, one of my top 10 on my list. Like from then to now, like they still popping. So you know what I mean? Biggie, of course. The whole situation with Diddy and them, that was just like the whole
Bad
thing.
Boy family.
Yeah, Bad Boy family. That whole thing coming up was like, whoa, they dope.
Because I really feel like you do a lot of the current type of music, but I really feel that your soul and your real background comes from that, era.
That's a whole fact.
You know what I mean? So what is it like trying to make that transition from coming from the cut from and trying to mix it with what's going on now?
It's definitely different. Like, I'm not going to hold you. Like, that been a struggle for me for a little bit. Like, I don't want to do this music. They're not saying enough. Because coming up, like, the content, the lyrics, the whole situation was always big and major. Like, in 2020, the music is more or less a conversation, I feel like. Like, it's something that me and you talk about, they'll put on a track, and it's a fast beat track, and they dead just talking. I'm like, I don't hear no bars, though. I don't hear no serious content, but this is what they doing. So, all right, let me go ahead and maneuver to what they doing right now. So the transition was a little difficult at first. Now I'm like, oh, I'm dancing on this beat. Mm-hmm. This is too easy. Because y'all not really thinking about what y'all saying. Y'all just going off. So if that's what y'all want, I'm going to give y'all that. But I'm going to keep reverting back to the roots of what this shit started with.
Right.
That's good. You're really doing it up here. Okay, so let's talk on any Your boutique, actually. I want to talk about your boutique in Troy, location, and what kind of stuff you got in there.
I'm located at 274 4th Street in Troy, New York. I got a little bit of everything. Like I said, I'd like to tie into everything from New York to up here to what people, dealing with. I just want to bring a little bit of different flavor, though. Because I feel like when I pop out, where you get that from? Where you get that from? Hold up. Y'all asking this too much. Y'all want to get what I got? Hold on. Go on my website, HollyHood Essence, BigCartel.com, or come to my shop at 274 You're going to get a little bit of New York City. You're going to get a little bit of what y'all doing out here, and it's going to be mixed together, and we going to make it work. Because y'all got to pop out. It shouldn't be just the mall. The mall is mad dry. I'm not going to hold you. Like, there's other styles and flavors from all over that the mall just don't capture.
Right.
And you gotta go to this person, that person. I'm not going 3-4 hours every time I want to pop out.
Right.
So I am going to put everything I want in my store. So when I'm ready, it's there, and also with the people in the area that's asked me, where you get that from? Where you get that from? Now you can get it yourself.
Right.
Right
You
here.
definitely tapped into the culture upstate here. It's a very diverse store. I did stop by with my friends.
Thank you.
And I liked it. She got stretchy stuff. She got stuff,
Right.
for the nighttime and the club. And now we got the underground house parties going on.
Right.
So if you're going to one of those events, I do recommend you go to.
HollyHood Essence, 274 4th Street, Troy, New York.
I love it. Let's tap into the last single that
Okay.
you got up on Facebook that I just last seen. More on that
Which
with
one?
the Biggie
Oh,
background.
the Biggie tribute. Oh, okay. Real Bitch Commandments. I just redid the 10 Crack Commandments. You know what I mean? Like I said, Biggie, the bad boy, that whole everything was always a for me. So that's Little Kim, that's Mace. Mace is from Harlem. Diddy, Harlem. So, and then they had the Brooklyn cats in that too. They whole everything was just what I wanted. So I'm not gonna let people forget Biggie.
Right, right. Of
And
course
we
not.
birthday twins, May 21st.
Oh,
okay?
facts.
See you.
So,
I see you.
right, y'all ain't gonna forget him as long as I'm alive.
I see you.
So I took that back, but I put a female twist on it. I ain't want to talk about crack. Cause
Right.
that's whatever.
Okay.
Let me let you bitches know this is what you should be doing. This Real Bitch Commandments. Stop it. Like,
yes.
okay, so
I enjoyed
yeah.
it. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Have
I
a different
appreciate that.
sound
Right.
as a female artist.
Right.
I see that majority of the female artists up here, you have collaborated with a few.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Do you mind naming a few artists that you have collaborated with upstate?
I collaborated with Tiff HollyHood, Benzie, Finesse, Sosa, a lot of females up here. Damn, I'm getting a brain block.
I think that out of all the female artists that I've known up here, like you're the one that has reached out to the most other, females to collaborate and show the power of females collaborating and getting together. Like, and I think that's really dope. You know what I mean? What makes you want to continue to do that? Because I know sometimes it don't always work out because females
Right.
is catty and
Very.
they want to be play the competition
Facts.
game, and you continuously keep striving for that and making it happen. What's the
Facts.
motivation behind that?
The thing is, I'm from New York, New York. There's baddies everywhere. There's somebody doing what you doing everywhere. And the dollars don't stop because she next door doing what I'm doing. She ain't doing what I'm doing how I'm doing it, though. You feel me? So I feel like she got something different than I got. She got something different I got, and vice versa. So why not let's all put something together and make everybody bubble? I feel like female artists, period, don't get enough shine. So it shouldn't be so much like, oh, she in a limelight, I can't be in a limelight. Nah, my girl, you don't see all these dudes stopping. This dude is popping, that dude popping down south, New York, this place, that place. There's a million niggas on the chart. Why we can't do the same thing? Chicks
Right.
choose to be catty and, oh, she got this look. Oh, this is nah, sis. You popping. You might be slim and trim, but you slim and trim and you got your own person. So go ahead and shine for who you are and what you worth. And I'm gonna let you know that I ain't a hater. Sis, jump on this track. I feel like you dope, you bad, your lyrics is fire. Let's go. Like, I'm never been the type of female to be like, oh, I'm the it chick. I only focus on me. Nah, I do what I do. But she nice. Let's do this together. Why not?
Right. That's motivation.
Right.
That's motivation. That's a good look. I Googled you. Like everyone else would who does not know your expertise.
Right.
And neither has experience in your personal space. So I want to know, when I Googled you, it says R&B, but I know you're coming across more hip hop.
Right.
So I was like, Google, what's up? What's good with that?
Cause like initially when I did music like mad years ago, I was like a church girl, and then I switched over from that to like singing R&B, but I was doing church stuff on R&B, and I felt like that wasn't for me.
Right.
So I started
can't
doing
imagine
hip-hop.
that one.
Right, it's crazy
right.
because like when I was in Harlem, I used to do this church thing with my school, and then like it was a community center. Me, my brothers and my sisters, we all started singing. So then the rap thing is like I always was tuned in to Little Kim, like the singing stuff is cool, but I want to do more.
Yeah.
So like
You was hungry.
Right.
You was hungry.
So the R&B thing is like something I tap into from time to time because I can hold a tune. But I'm no Beyonce or Mariah Carey. You know what I mean? But I like being tapping into that, super feminine side and like, okay, let me hum to y'all right quick and let y'all know what I'm feeling on this track. But yeah, I'm more like hip hop. Honestly speaking, I can't do one without the other. Like, if I did an all rap with not a tune of me humming or singing or something, I'm not gonna like that. So if I did an all singing project and I couldn't rap at all, I'm gonna die.
Oh.
So, like, it has to be some intertwining there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I know where I started from and where I want to be. And those two worlds aren't too far-fetched for me. Especially now in 2020, that's what they do.
Right.
They rap sing on everything.
Right.
And I want to give y'all lyrics, but I also want to do a little bit of that and tie into my roots and my foundation. So I'm all over the place, but I am hip-hop. I'm not an R&B artist, and I'm not a rapper.
We're gonna
I'm
have to
hip-hop.
call Google customer service.
Right,
And handle that
fix
as soon as
that, please.
I gotta give you your kudos on this because I love female MCs, and people that know me know that I definitely show my support for them, and I've known a lot over the years, and like they stop, they go, they stop, they go, they get a little buzz going, and then you don't hear from them for 6 months. And with you, like, you're always in everybody's face. There's never a break. I think that's what made a lot of people actually notice you, is because you make sure that you don't go nowhere. Like, you put a mixtape in my inbox. It seemed like 2 months ago, and then 3 days ago, I'm getting another mixtape, and I'm like, yo, I called you like, yo, Tiff, man, why you keep dropping so many mixtapes? Tell me why what's the drive behind being that consistent? Is consistent as more consistent to some of these guys that's out here?
I feel like consistency is the key. Like, if you're not consistent, they're going to forget about you. You could say you do music. You could say you're an artist today. And then if you stop for 3 months, the people that liked you today ain't going to remember you no more. I got to keep staying in your face like, dude, you forgot me. Tell your friend about me. Tell your moms about me. Tell this person, listen, hold on. That wasn't good enough. Heard you. Got more coming. Oh, my foot is on the gas. Trust me, you going to believe I'm a star. Regardless if you ain't believe last year, 3 years ago, when I was getting my feet wet, you going to understand now. My pedal is in the metal. That's just what it is.
And I tell artists all the time, like, that 3-month period that you don't drop nothing, you basically have to start your fan base all over again, because we're in a world where people's attention spans don't last that long. There's too many other people to listen to be in tune with somebody that's not even giving you no content.
Period.
So, I want to give you kudos for that, man. Like, you killing them out here.
Thank
What's
you.
some of the problems you've run into as far as being a female trying to break into this industry? Like, the things that us men don't have to deal with.
I mean, it's a lot of people that want to fuck you everywhere you go. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Everybody want to throw you some dick. Oh, you want to record? You want some dick? Oh, you want to record? You want to chill? Nah, nigga, I got money. What's up? I work.
Say it for the
I
fellas in the
hustle.
back.
I get to my coins. Like, what's up? How much that's going to cost me? But I want to work with you. But it's just too much of that. Like, niggas need to... I just want to work with you, dog. I don't like you because you popping. I don't like you because you're dick man, because this chick, that chick, none of that. Like, and also it's a lot of cattiness, like we spoke about earlier. Females don't understand me. I'm a little strong, yeah, sometimes, and I come off a little aggressive, so a lot of people was intimidated and they fall back and take threes. Nah, chill. Let's talk about this. Let's work this out. I'm aggressive because I want you to understand I'm passionate and I want this and I want us to work together and put together some magic. So if we want the people to feel us like I feel it in my spirit, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this. You feel me? So it be a lot of catty bullshit, bitches be intimidated or feel some type of way, and dudes think you wanna fuck. Nah, let's get to this work. We gotta get out the hood. Like, I don't wanna be here forever.
Relatable.
Right.
Relatable.
Like, let's grow. Let's pop. You might bring something to this track that I ain't know it was capable of. Let's go.
Because you can see that none of that stuff ever breaks you. It never stops you from doing what you do.
They try so hard to tear me down. I go to the typical bullshit like everybody else. Bitches, niggas, everybody. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, let me see how I'm going to maneuver this one. Because here we go again. And then back to the drawing board. That shit go over. That shit blow over like nothing ever happened. Because once you don't feed into that, you don't give energy to all that negativity, it usually just dies the fuck down. Because a negative, that be down the ass bitch, you ain't down with her. You ain't giving that energy. She just disappear.
Wow.
May come back around, but you know what I mean? That dies down.
With that being said, why don't you big up professionals that you have worked with and enjoyed working with in the 518?
Like engineers or artists?
Let's go with engineers.
All right, so Jay Green, of course, JGI Media. I've been working with Jay Green for a long time. Before I even really felt myself as an artist, like I work with Jay Green. And what I could say about him is like, he don't be like, oh, keep going when the shit sound crazy. He be like, I don't know about that. You want to do that again? You want to try it again? So Jay Green is definitely dope. He got an ear for artistry, and he's a professional. John C. Magic, I work with him. He's another one. If I'm singing a note, because I be fake singing sometimes, like I said, if I'm singing a note, Tiff, that ain't right. You got to do that again. No holds bars, no hold back. Give me that. Because, I mean, if it ain't right, it ain't right. That's just it. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to lose no sleep. Get to the point and tell me what's real. I work with Honcho Massini. He's a good engineer, too. Who else? That's a professional.
So that little,
Hoffa.
wait a minute.
Thank you.
Of course. We'll finish that big up right there.
Right. He's very professional, helped me with a lot. You know what I mean? I sent him a lot of music like, yo, what this sound like? Nah, Tiff, that ain't it. No holds barred. He coming down my back. He on my ass. Like, nah, nope. I don't like that one. My feelings might be hurt at first. Like,
I gotta give it to you raw, man.
Back to the drawing board. But I work with a lot of people out here. We be here all day naming, but there's a lot of dudes out here that was professional.
Those were great examples. Right. Let's rewind real quick, because I'm sure a couple people want to know other female artists and artists on the come up here. That little honcho. Back and forth.
That's tea right
real
there.
Quick. Okay, so let's sip on that tea real quick. That little sofrito, okay? Because listen, a female artist deserves respect. And sometimes we do artists do have the tendency to work together, to accomplish one project. And it doesn't always have to be financial gain, but exposure and knowledge, different things where two people can come together and grow. What happened there? Or what was miscommunicated there where you felt as a woman, as an artist, you had to defend yourself?
All right. So that person was a good friend of mine. When you mix business with pleasure, it's never good. People tell you that for years. Don't do it.
Right.
And we did. And that's what fucked the game up. You know what I mean? When you do that level of professionalism, them lines get a little crossed. So, when people go to social media and you know them as a person outside of social media and you know the real, you just gotta sometimes sit back and say, damn, this is really for a show. You know what I mean? Let's be real. Let's iron this out. What we doing here? Half of that should be fake for the fans. But at the end of the day, me as a woman, what I do is I approach the problems head on. Like all my music say, like, address the situation. So I'll go to the source and I speak to the source and I iron it out. And after conversation, because like I said, I'm very aggressive. I'm not scared of nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm God and I could beat the world, but I'm not scared of nothing. So when I go to the person and give them that real and speak to them like, yo, fuck all the extra shit. Let's get back to what we started this for. Like, we here to get out of the hood. Right. We here to grow. We here to make sure this work is work. So can we get back to this side? Fuck everything else. I'm mad, whatever. Let's get back to the professional side. Let me reel this in and let's start back to why we started doing this to begin with. Right. And once I talked to people, things changing, he was able to, throughout all the ifs and ands and the iffy situations we went to, still come back to the drawing board and realize we started this for music. Let me fuck with this chick for her music. Let me make sure this is right because she's a dope artist and let me give her work. And that's what happened with that situation. It was kind of all over the place. It was real messy for social media.
Just a bit. Yeah, give yourself credit.
Right. And I bet you had about 100 guys that was waiting for that situation to end.
Everybody.
They was like, you all right, boo?
I said, what happened? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm about to jump in. Let me give him some. Let me give him some.
Yo, and it's crazy because a lot of females dead slid over the homeboy like, yo, you wildin'.
Right.
She's not. She's a it.
Right.
Like the other person, I don't know. You fucking up.
Right.
So once myself and a bunch of other people had to like, yo, besides all that, let's get back to the work. Because that's what we here for.
And that's where I felt that, at the end of the day, approach her face to face.
Right.
And, keep the negativity or anything negative you have to say about her as a woman. Right. I was more like, okay, don't talk about this woman online like that.
Right.
And, like, if I see you, then I'm going to say something about it.
Period.
I just need you to talk to her.
Right.
And don't speak about her online like this,
Right. And it's crazy because you get these public situations and then you get these private apologies.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, you got to give me a public apology, just like you gave me that public situation.
Right.
So that's going to happen.
Right.
I'm getting them text messages and them emails. It's going to happen.
Right.
At the end of the day, it very well. It wasn't, that's not what my hand called for. I'm never here for that.
When I first met you, you was grinding a regular job, and then I seen you transition that to actually, owning your own business. And you running your own business, you're still doing all the social things you need to do to stay in the loop, and still staying in the studio consistently. And on top of that, you a mother. So I want to know how you do all of that, because there's people that don't have half of the shit on their plate that can't even keep up with you. How do you do it?
I'm just career goal oriented and driven, and that's been something that's been embedded in me since I was a child, since my grandmother Betty bought and she raised me in Harlem with my sisters and my brothers, aunts, uncle, cousins, and everybody in that household used to get up and find a goal, focus on it, and execute. Crazy. My aunt was the youngest of everybody, and she was the first person to go to college. That inspired me. My other aunt became a mother. My uncle, he had situations, but every day he would make sure he got to work. My grandmother and grandfather make sure they grind in and out the number spot. So my thing is, whatever you want to do in life, you gotta just go hard and execute. I grew up in a household with 1 million people, and everybody in that house had something that they wanted to get done and do, and every day that was their goal, and that was their focus, no matter who, what, when, where, how, or why. So that come down to me being a mother. That come down to me doing this music, me moving my boutique. My focus and goal is to get out of the hood, do better for my kids, provide a better future and a better foundation. I know without me being goal-oriented or focused, that's not going to happen. And that showed me from a little girl growing up. I didn't have my mother and father. I was raised in a house with aunt, uncles, cousins, grandmother, grandfather, everybody in the world except mom and dad. And, eventually they came around. My mother and father was never slacks, but they was young parents. They wasn't ready. So they needed people to show them what it was to do what they needed to do. And when they came in my life, them two people that I thought wasn't like everybody else was like that times 10. Goal oriented and focused. They drive and they purpose was just a little different at that time. But all of them people being in my life, they showed me that whatever you want, you have to work for it. You have to focus on it. You have to go hard for it. That's all I know.
And you know what, right? If somebody were to see you like, we see how you embrace the fashion world. We see that you're a hustle, like it's based on your style, your look, and you're always hustling. And if somebody was to say like she's from Harlem, that would make total sense. How much do Harlem play a part in that? Because we know that Harlem breeds different type of hustlers.
Period.
It's in the
Right.
heart.
Yeah, like that's something you have to. You got to understand too. In New York City, rent is $1 million. People live in houses that cost less than the rent we pay for 2-bedroom apartments. $2,500, $3,000, $4,500. You come upstate, 900. What? Oh, I got that. $1,000, $1,200. Oh, for a house? Oh, I got that. In the hood, we living in roach infested, rat infested, and we want better. But that's all that's around us. You know what I mean? 2020, fast forward, things got a little better. But when I was growing up, it was crazy. You know what I mean? You had to just grit and grind, and it was what it was. And Harlem played a part into everything that come into my life. Fashion, goals. You know what I mean? People that I surround myself with, everything.
Wow. That's like we need a firecracker sound effects in the background after that. We need a puerca in the background. Right? There you go. See what you get when you want it, right? We needed that. Very proud of you. And just how you identify with Harlem and how you have reinvented yourself numerous times to suit and fit the community upstate New York.
Right.
What do you see yourself providing coming 2021, not only as an artist, but as a store owner? What's the next step up?
Bigger and better. I mean, what else can you do? I feel like in life you always should elevate. As an artist, you should open your ears and your tunes to other things that's going on, things that you wasn't necessarily tapping into. I'm not saying lose yourself and become another artist, but you definitely want to stay in tune with the times, especially as far as fashion. Fashion changes every other week. So, you know what I mean? Bigger and better. I just stay in tune with the streets, keep my ears to the streets and to the people, and grow as they grow.
Very well stated. Very well stated.
Where can we find your music, and what's out right now that you want to let the people know that they should be looking at?
You can find my music on SoundCloud, on DatPiff, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify. My music is on every social media platform that's out there. There's something from Tiff HollyHood. Shazam. I don't even know what Shazam is, but it's there. Tiff HollyHood. And what I just dropped recently was Dedication to New York. Basically, that mixtape was inspired because, like I said, I come from New York, so I'm inspired by New York music. So I want y'all to know, them people that's on that tape, they really inspire who I am. Remy Ma, I hear that all the time. Oh, you sound like Remy Ma. I really don't feel like
I heard that yesterday.
Little Kim, oh, you look like Little Kim. I really don't feel like that. Oh, Biggie, da-da-da-da. Okay, I can hear it because I love Biggie to death. But, yeah, so it's just like those people that's on that tape, I want y'all to know they influence who I am. But that's just to give you a tap of what I'm dealing with now. I got some 2020 coming for y'all. Because everybody like, oh, do the music that's coming out now. Y'all want to hear some Chef G, some It's Mulatto. These are new cats. You know what I mean?
I personally don't want to hear you doing that.
Right. But everybody want to hear me doing something. So I was like, all right, let me tap in. I got some of that coming. But Little Kim, Remy Ma, even Nicki Minaj coming up. Like, you know what I mean? She was dope. She put the barbs on the map. She made it okay to be cute, sexy, have a fat ass, but still, let me give y'all this work. Let me let you hear these bars. She made that okay to do that again. So all of the people tune in. Dedication to New York is on SoundCloud, is on DatPiff, is on Facebook. I just dropped a video. Real Bitch Commandments is a remake of the 10 Crack Commandments. I shot that in Brooklyn. So tune in.
And you also are my new single,
right?
DJ Wiz Hoffa,
Okay.
I.D.K.Y,
Yes,
featuring Tiff HollyHood, US Bay, and C Sharp. You can find that on Google Play, iTunes, all of those platforms.
All the digitals.
Yeah, all the digital platforms. It's up there. Go check for it.
And that was a dope one too.
And you murked that. A lot of people saying, "Yo, I never heard her sound like that."
It's crazy because people stay counting me out. You know what I mean? Because years ago, like I said, I started off with singing, so rapping was a little uncomfortable. I just know I wanted to do it. But then I didn't really know the direction of the artistry that I wanted to go with. Once I caught my wing of this, like, let me just come back into my zone and tune in and get my pen banging a little more. And once I did that, I started being able to, you know what I mean, dance on these beats. So the I.D.K.Y, like Wiz like, oh, let's jump on this, da-da-da-da. I pull up to the studio, I expect all the lyrics to be laid and everything. I get there, we still like, we working on it. So then he like, let me hear what you come up with. I don't work that way. Like, people send me the beat, I zone in for days and days and days, and I put a bunch of stuff together. Sometimes I write a whole song
Put the pressure
for a
on
verse.
you.
Right. So under pressure, I never fail. Like, I'm up to every battle. You know what I mean? That's just me now. So he like, let me just hear something. I fucked around and wrote my whole verse right there.
That's a fact.
Right there. Right there. And then this song was just what it was. And it's dope. Everybody fuck with it. I'll fuck with it. You know what I mean?
I appreciate
Did
you
I
for
think?
jumping on that joint.
Nah, I appreciate you for having me.
We cooking. I just want to let everybody know we cooking some joints too, because I've been determined to give Tiff a crazy single. You know what I mean? So
Right.
y'all stay tuned for that. I gotta let the people know this episode is brought to you by Jab's Barbershop, 1839 Central Ave. Go there, get your haircuts, hot towels, shaves, facials. Go see my man Jay Allen Barbershop, Central Ave, Colony area, by Vlad Road, by the plaza over there. Go check my man out.
Yes, we appreciate y'all.
Nice.
America, you got anything else?
No, I'm excited. It's a pleasure
Right,
being able to
thank you.
interview you. You know,
you.
in every form, woman to woman, mother to mother, artist to artist,
Right.
and it's a pleasure. And just coming upstate, allowing me to acknowledge your artistry. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. I'm
Right.
like, you know,
Right.
I didn't know you sang.
Right,
I didn't know
a
you
little
sang. So I
bit.
was like,
Yeah,
Google.
tap in
We're
a
gonna
little
have to
bit.
tap into Google customer service.
Right,
too.
tell them fix
Okay?
that. It
Fix
gotta
that.
be both.
Right. Both will give it a hip hop.
Right, hip hop.
Right.
Yeah, I'm more hip hop.
So
like it.
we're gonna be doing one live episode every month that will be actual on social media, and this is that episode. So when you guys see our stuff drop to YouTube and all the other platforms, there'll be episode 1, 2, 3, 4. Tiff's will probably be a little bit behind because we already did this as our live episode. But tune in. We dropping this week our first episode. Subscribe, share. Go to Faces of 518 podcast on Facebook. Like us, add the channel, and you can see what's going on. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, Tiff, thanks for coming through.
Thanks
we really
for
appreciate that. You know what I mean? You was on the late side. I was getting a little tight, but I know how y'all do.
I had to get my eyebrows done.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. But, yeah, it was a pleasure to have you, and thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for
Till
having
next time, Faces of 518 podcast. We'll holla at y'all. All right?
me. Later.
Hey.